Yeah, this was coming up in your meditation. The swan, guess what, y'all? When the swan comes up, we are going to be speaking about that feeling of when you are in true alignment in terms of a mirror aspect or effect. So what does that mean? You can be coming into an alignment with yourself, both masculine and feminine aspects of you. You could be seeing yourself more clearly and more lovingly than ever before. And this can also be romance, divine counterpart situation, right? But this is beautiful. This is like, kindred souls. And again, a lot of the times when this comes up, it does have to do with another person, but it can also be about feeling within yourself a sense of completion and that feeling that you're a kindred soul with and for yourself, as opposed to like being at battle with yourself or self-doubt, second guessing, right? This is just feeling whole. That's what this is. This is feeling whole and in alignment with all aspects of yourself and or another partner who feels like they complete you in a way. Ooh, yes, Jerry Maguire. Okay. So let's see what's going on in my lovely bowls for the second half of June. Okay, what's going on for Taurus for second half of June? Have you guys gotten the swan recently? I don't know. This just feels very familiar to me. And guess what? We have 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is that trusting that the seeds that you've sown are bearing fruit. And yeah, it's that period of like, yeah, I'm feeling good. I know that I've done what I needed to do. And now the onus is on me in terms of being in a place of receptivity. This is the work has been done. Then you receive the benefits of that. And then you get to graduate to the 8 of Pentacles where you're actively going to work on the next thing or a further realization of this thing, right? But this is something that you've been waiting on. Point blank, period. All right. What else is going on for y'all? What else is going on for my Taurus? Oh, God, I cannot with you guys today. 4 of Wands. This is feeling very familiar. 4 of Wands, 11. Guess what this is? Love. But this is also it's that, because let's talk about the wands, of course. You have the Ace of Wands, which is that initial burst of fervor and desire and passion, artistry, and direction. And then you have 2 of Wands, which is like, I should probably get a map together so that I know where I'm going. Then did you hear that car honk when I said that? I hope y'all heard that. Then you get to 3 of Wands, which is like, okay, I've got the roadmap. I've determined where my rest stops are, all that good stuff. And then you get to 4 of Wands and it's like, yeah, like Rocky Balboa, Eye of the Tiger. This just feels so, so good. This is also saying you are very much in alignment with your highest and best path. Gorgeous. The fact that we have the swan and the 4 of Wands here, this is love, a divine love, right? But also, if that does not resonate or apply to you, we could very much also be talking about feeling this wholeness within yourself and not needing anything or anyone outside of yourself. And maybe you've gotten to that place, which is why you are now manifesting possible partnership. It could also be soul family that you're calling in here. But this is 11, and this is that mirror effect. Okay. You know what I'm saying without saying it, right? Okay. What else is going on for Taurus? What else is going on for Taurus? I cannot. 7-11. Some of you guys might have been seeing 7-11 or about to see 7-11. That's interesting. Guess what? You got the 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So when this is in the upright, this is just feeling like, oh, Lord, there's so many options, so many directions. I don't want to make the wrong choice, and thus I am frozen. This is something we do with 2 and by ourselves. Right? This is a positive 7 card. This is like, I trust that I've done the work and now I'm going to wait for the next step to be delivered to me and I'm going to receive it. And then this is like, you guys got this in reverse. So it's like, no, I'm real clear now. I'm real clear. But this usually doesn't happen unless you've first experienced it in the upright. Right? Man, you guys I feel like your last reading was super positive too. This is just like, Wow. Wishing I was a Taurus. I mean, no, but really, guys, in all seriousness, this is beautiful. It just is. Let's get a clarifier for this Seven of Pentacles over here. Past life. Whoa. They just told me something. For a group of you, you made a deal or a, what is that? A promise, a pact. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing pact and hand fasting, where they tie the ribbons around the hands like they did in the, good old days. Soul family, I said that. So this feels like there's someone coming in here that you've made a pact with in a previous life to find each other again. They are showing me a show that is no longer on the air. I just got freaking shivers. It's called Once Upon a Time. And Prince Charming, God, am I getting this right? Prince Charming and Snow White, their lines to each other, they kept getting separated, then they lost their memories and found each other, and they had this tagline of like, I will always find you. Good Lord, I literally have shivers. I will always find you. Guys, this is really, I'm a little like, this is really beautiful. I don't even want to make jokes. It's really gorgeous. I feel like someone is coming towards you that you made a pact with in a previous life to find each other again. And it's Four of Wands and Seven of Cups in reverse. You're going to know exactly who they are. It's instant soul recognition. Instantly recognizing the other half of you. Good Lord. Wow. Let's get a clarifier for the Seven of Pentacles. Good Lord. I'll always find you. I'll always find you. Okay, I cannot. Do you remember when I just said it's going to be immediate recognition? Ace of Swords. This is not, okay, they're showing me something really funny. Do you ever meet someone or you're courting someone or even a job, whatever, and you go to readers and be like, is what I'm feeling right? Or you talk to your friends and you're like, oh, is this right? You're not going to need to do any of that. It's going to be an instant soul recognition. It's going to hit you like lightning. What you've been waiting on is coming. You're going to recognize it once it arrives. Trust and believe. That's half the battle, is recognizing it once it arrives. It's not just about manifesting it. It's recognizing it and seeing it clearly for what it is. You better work. Okay. Clarifier for this Four of Wands. Good Lord. Clarifier for the, okay, really? Knight of Swords? Really? You are noticing the swiftness here, right? Because we got the first cards, which are like, oh, weird, heart and soul. I fell in love with you, heart and soul. Good Lord, this is like, okay, so Knight of Swords, I cannot with this because this is clarifying the Four of Wands. This is going to come in quickly. There's something about the communicative realm. It could be communication coming through writing. Someone could reach out online or written, a text, something that's written. But this could also be speaking a truth, right? But this is like it's like a huge influx of like, oh, I have so much to say. Oh my God, I recognize you for who you are. This goes both ways, you guys. This isn't just you recognizing them. They're going to recognize you too. I will always find you. I will always find you. Good Lord. Okay, Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Oh. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck is Ten of Cups. Yes. Hi. So we got the Emperor. Boom. Major boss energy. Can be speaking of a divine counterpart here, but of course, right? The Emperor, but it's also Eight of Cups, which I'm completely obsessed with, that it's clarifying the Seven of Cups in reverse. Guess what? The Emperor is a long-lasting energy. It's stable. It sticks around. There's shadow aspects to every key. Every key, there's a shadow aspect. I don't feel like there's much shadow here because emperors can be there can be some rigidity in thinking, black or white. I don't feel like that's even pertinent. And this Eight of Cups here, and the fact that it's, completely talking about the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is a new dawn, a new day, a new life, and you are feeling good. Okay. This could be for you or the person or opportunity coming towards you. One of you had to completely disconnect yourself from a past relationship or mode of thinking or being to get here. There's some broken cups along the... Oh, Lord. Now they're piping in, God bless the broken road that led me straight to you by Rascal Flatts. Just like, where's the bottle of red and the, you know, dozen long stem roses that go with this reading? I almost got a sweet tooth about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, Lord, right? I'm being such an air sign. I'm like, oh, no, it's really, really gorgeous. But it has, you know, this has required a releasing of something, someone, or something from the past. It's really got you here. And when it's coming in, it's going to stick around. Also, the Emperor is very sure. Knows what he knows, very, very sure. And that does line up with that Seven of Cups in reverse and being really sure and recognizing it for what it is. This is also not going to be like any relationship that you've had before, is what I'm hearing, because you've got 2 sevens to the 8. This is not going to be the same. So sometimes getting what we want can be a little scary, especially when it comes in this quickly and it's a soul recognition. You know, you can look to the past to inform what you do moving forward in your future, but don't look for ghosts where there are none. Okay? That's what I'm hearing for you guys. Good Lord, let's get an oracle. I'm feeling like this one. This one way over here in the back. Okay. This is, I will always find you. Wow. Okay. Let's do it. What is the oracle for my lovely bulls? Let's see if we got another one just for kicks and gigs. Ugh. Beautiful. Okay. I just felt like giving you guys a few extra just because it feels so freaking full. Good Lord, this is storyboarding. First of all, we have discernment here. I feel like this is directly speaking to, remember when I said you guys are going to recognize each other or you're going to recognize something and see it for what it really, really is? I will always find you. Remember how I said this 8 of Cups, there's been some broken shards on the way here, a bit of a broken road, and not to see ghosts where there are none, and really understanding and embracing the fact that this is going to be different from any other relationship and or opportunity that you've ever had before. Period. Okay? Receive it and believe it. Because guess what? Celebration. Yes, this is something to be celebrated. I mean, come on. Duh, right? Celebration. This is you. Butterflies, transformation, and really allowing this change into being. You have earned this, okay? You've earned it, okay? Now, we also have balance here. Remember when I said that this is like a mirror soul, a divine counterpart, a true kindred spirit? I do feel like you guys balance each other out in a really beautiful way. Period. Ooh, and look how the colors are lining up too. Sachet, you stay. That's a RuPaul reference for anyone who does not know. Now we also have release and reflection. Release and reflection. I feel like this has everything to do with the past, but I want to point out this mirror here. Mirror, okay. You know, sometimes with certain soul connections, they can illuminate within us things that we need to work on. It's not all, I mean, listen, we are here on this earth plane for soul growth, okay? So there's always going to be a lesson in everything, Even when it's the best thing we could possibly imagine, there's still going to be lessons in it because we are in the school of life. That's just what it is. Now, some of us, you know, are in kindergarten. Some of us are in grad school. Just depends on how many times you've been around the block here before as a soul. But this is a reflection and releasing of basically the past with this 8 of Cups here. But also, I feel like when you meet this person and you find each other again, you may want to take a minute. You may want to take just a second. You may not want to, but you may be feeling the need to just take a second. And I'm hearing, this is kind of really funny how this is coming through. But I think because they're going to see you so clearly, it's going to allow you to see yourself even more clearly. And you might just want to take a second And this is really specific, but this is what I'm hearing, to have a good cry. And this is telling me it's that joyful crying, but it's also release of something that's been within you that you may or may not have been aware of for a while. And it feels like it's of an emotional nature. Okay. And I think this is going to be a surprise too. I got to tell you, it feels like it's going to be a surprise. And sometimes when we get what we want, it can just highlight things that we didn't realize were. When someone truly sees us, that can happen. You're like, oh my gosh. And I just feel like catharsis is the word I'm looking for. There's going to be this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful catharsis that happens as you come into partnership with this person. And I feel like part of this catharsis is feeling emotions and relief because you guys have finally found each other again. I know it's really specific, guys, but that's what I'm getting.